There's a moment in every person's life when the question isn't what can I do, but rather, how do I dare to be? Today, I'm here to tell you that the only limits that exist are those you accept. There's no magic formula, no secret code that suddenly makes success come to you. It all begins with one simple, revolutionary idea: belief. Every person you admire, the innovators, the dreamers, the ones who truly changed the world, they started with a spark of belief. They believed in a vision even when everyone else said it was impossible. And that belief, it's the foundation upon which relentless pursuit is built. For too long, we've been shackled by doubts. We've been told that we aren't smart enough, talented enough, or lucky enough. But I'm here to tell you that none of that matters. What matters is that you believe in yourself enough to take that first step, to push past your fears, and to go after your dreams with everything you've got. Today, I want to share with you the power of relentless pursuit. I want to show you how belief transforms into action, and how action, day in and day out, creates a life that transcends ordinary expectations. This is not a journey for the faint-hearted. It's a journey for the bold, for the ones who dare to challenge the status quo. Imagine a young person standing at the crossroads of life. Around them are countless voices, some filled with doubt, others with cautious optimism, each one telling them to play it safe, to follow the crowd. But inside that person burns a different fire. It's a fire that says, I have something to offer. I have a vision that no one else can see. That fire is belief. Belief is not a passive state. It's a call to action. It's what makes you leap out of bed when the world is still asleep. It's the conviction that you have a purpose, that you're here to build something meaningful. The moment you decide that you are not defined by your circumstances, that you are more than the sum of your fears and doubts, you ignite a spark that can set your life on fire. Steve Jobs famously said, "The people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do." And he wasn't talking about a select few. Fear all around us. Every revolutionary idea, every breakthrough invention, every act of courage begins with the decision to believe in something that others might call impossible. Let me tell you a story. When I was young, I didn't have all the answers. I didn't have a roadmap or a guaranteed plan for success. But I had something far more powerful, a belief that my vision was worth pursuing. I believed that if I worked hard enough, if I persevered, I could build something extraordinary. And that belief became the cornerstone of everything I did. Belief gives you the strength to face rejection, to overcome failure, and to push forward when every instinct tells you to stop. It's the foundation upon which you build the life you want. And the truth is, if you believe in yourself, the world will eventually begin to believe in you too. Doubt is the enemy of progress. It's that quiet, persistent voice that whispers, "You're not ready," or "You're not good enough." It's the voice that convinces you to wait for a better time, to settle for what's safe and comfortable. And before you know it, that voice becomes a prison, keeping you locked away from your true potential. I remember a time when doubt nearly stopped me. There were moments when everything seemed to be against me. Failures piled upon failures, criticisms from those who couldn't see the vision. But in those moments, I realized that doubt was not a sign that I should stop. It was a sign that I should push harder. Every successful person has encountered doubt. The difference between those who ultimately succeed and those who give up is that the successful ones learn to shatter those chains of doubt. They replace a can't with EOL, and they understand that every moment of uncertainty is just an invitation to prove themselves wrong. Think about it. Every time you hesitate because you're afraid, you're giving away a piece of your potential. But when you choose to push through that fear, you reclaim that potential and transform it into action. The world doesn't reward hesitation. It rewards bold moves and decisive action. Doubt is a lie. It's a construct that limits you, but you have the power to break free from it. You must train your mind to see beyond the noise of negativity. Surround yourself with those who lift you up. Read stories of those who overcame the impossible. And most importantly, look in the mirror and decide that you are worthy of every dream you hold. Once you've ignited that spark of belief and shattered the chains of doubt, it's time to act. Because belief on its own is not enough. It must be transformed into relentless pursuit. This is where the rubber meets the road, the moment when ideas turn into actions, and actions turn into achievements. Relentless pursuit means doing whatever it takes, day in and day out, to move closer to your goal. It means waking up early, staying late, working through setbacks, and never ever giving up. It means that when the world says stop, you say a go on. It means that every failure is a lesson, every obstacle an opportunity. This pursuit is not glamorous. It's not about sudden bursts of inspiration that come and go. It's about the grind, the hustle, the daily discipline that most people shy away from. And that is why the path to greatness is reserved for those who are willing to work when others are sleeping, to innovate when others are comfortable, and to dream big when others settle. I've seen it time and again. The people who make history are not the ones who sit around waiting for things to happen. They are the ones who take control of their destiny. They are the ones who understand that success is a journey, not a destination. Imagine yourself 5 years from now. What do you see? A life of regret, of what I do you see, or a life built on action, on relentless pursuit of your dreams? The choice is yours, and it starts with the decision you make today, to never settle, to never stop trying, to always push forward. Let's be real. The path of relentless pursuit is hard. It's filled with moments of pain, moments of doubt, moments when every fiber of your being wants to quit. But it's precisely in those moments of struggle that greatness is forged. I want you to remember this. Every setback is a setup for a comeback. Every failure, every rejection, every single moment of hardship is a part of the process that will eventually lead you to success. It's like forging steel in fire. The heat, the pressure, the intense conditions are what make it strong. There were times in my journey when I wanted to give up. When I was met with insurmountable obstacles and endless criticism, it would have been easier to walk away. But I didn't. I chose to embrace the struggle, to learn from every hardship, and to let each challenge make me stronger. You must be willing to endure. You must be willing to push through the pain. Because if you can do that, if you can persist through the toughest moments, nothing can stop you. Remember, the only way to truly succeed is to be relentless, not just in your actions, but in your mindset. And to cultivate a spirit that refuses to be defeated, that looks at every obstacle as an opportunity, and that finds strength in every setback. What will you leave behind? Not the things you dreamed about, but never did. Not the ideas that remained just ideas, but the tangible, incredible impact you create by taking action. Every day you have a choice. To act, to push forward, to be the person who makes things happen. Your legacy isn't determined by how many times you win, it's determined by how many times you get up after you fall. Look at the legends of our time. People like Steve Jobs, who dared to defy the norms and built something that changed the world. Their legacy wasn't just in the products they created, but in the example they set. They showed us that with relentless pursuit, even the most audacious dreams can come true. Your actions today will shape your tomorrow. Every decision, every effort, every single step forward adds up. The legacy you build is a testament to your commitment, your resilience, and your willingness to push beyond what others believe is possible. So ask yourself, what do you want your story to be? Will it be a tale of potential unrealized, of dreams left on the shelf? Or will it be a saga of courage, of relentless pursuit, of a life lived fully with passion and purpose? A journey of 1,000 steps begins with a single step, and that first step is always the hardest. But once you take it, the path becomes clearer. Every morning when you rise before the world, you are taking that first step. You are making a commitment to yourself that you will not let fear, doubt, or mediocrity dictate your destiny. You are saying, today, I choose to be extraordinary. In the quiet hours of the morning, there's an opportunity to reflect on your journey, to honor every small victory and to learn from every setback. It's in these moments of introspection that you build the roadmap to your future. I encourage you to create your own ritual, a morning routine that nourishes your mind, body, and spirit. Whether it's meditation, exercise, journaling, or reading, let that routine be the anchor that keeps you grounded in your purpose. As you continue on this journey, you will face challenges. There will be days when the weight of the world seems unbearable, but each day is an opportunity to rise stronger, to push through, and to get one step closer to your dreams. Let's delve into some science. Research has shown that our brains are most alert and receptive in the early hours of the day. The quiet of the morning allows your mind to enter a state of deep focus, where creativity flows freely and solutions emerge with clarity. Studies indicate that early risers are often more proactive, more decisive, and better at managing stress. The brain's prefrontal cortex, responsible for planning and decision-making, is at its peak performance when you wake up with the sun. Moreover, waking up early can regulate your circadian rhythm, improving both your sleep quality and overall health. It's not just about having extra hours in the day, it's about optimizing your biological clock to work in your favor. When you take control of your mornings, you set a powerful tone for the rest of your day. You harness the natural energy of the dawn, transforming it into a force that propels you forward. This is why so many of the world's top performers, from CEOs to athletes, make it a point to start their day early. I won't lie to you, the path to becoming an early riser and harnessing the power of your mornings is fraught with challenges. You might struggle with late nights, distractions, or simply the inertia of habit, but every obstacle is an opportunity in disguise. First, identify your obstacles. Is it the lure of the smartphone? The comfort of staying in bed? The lack of a structured routine? Once you pinpoint what's holding you back, you can begin to dismantle those barriers one by one. Create a plan. Set a specific goal. Say, waking up 15 minutes earlier each week until you reach 5 a.m. Develop rituals that signal to your body that it's time to wake up. Dim the lights an hour before bed, avoid screens, and relax into a pre-sleep routine that prepares you for rest. Accountability is key. Share your goal with a friend or join a community of like-minded individuals who are committed to change. When you're part of a group that's focused on growth, you'll find the encouragement you need to keep moving forward, even on the tough days. And remember, progress is not linear. There will be setbacks, and that's okay. What matters is that you keep pushing, keep refining your approach, and most importantly, keep believing in your ability to change your life. Let's talk about purpose. Waking up at 5 a.m. is not an end in itself. It's a tool, a means to an end. The true power of those early hours lies in how you use them. Every minute you spend in solitude, every moment of quiet reflection is an investment in your future. Ask yourself, what is your purpose? What drives you? What legacy do you want to leave behind? When you have a clear purpose, the early hours become sacred. They are the time when you plan, when you strategize, when you build the foundation for your dreams. They are the time when you ask yourself not just, what can I do today? But how can I shape my destiny? Purpose fuels passion, and passion fuels action. It's the reason you'll push through the early mornings when your body begs for sleep. It's what makes the sacrifices worthwhile. Now I want to give you a concrete challenge, a roadmap for transforming your mornings and, ultimately, your life. This is your 30-day 5 a.m. challenge. Over the next month, commit to waking up at 5 a.m. Use these days to experiment, to learn, and to build habits that will last a lifetime. Here's how to do it. Establish a bedtime routine that ensures you get 7-8 hours of sleep. When your alarm rings, get out of bed immediately. No snooze, no delay. Spend the first 10 minutes in silence just to appreciate the quiet of the morning. Adjust your wake-up time by another 15 minutes until you reach 5 a.m. Introduce a 20-minute physical activity, stretching, yoga, or a brisk walk. Follow that with 20 minutes of reflection. Journal your thoughts, meditate, or plan your day. Use the remaining time to learn. Read a book, listen to a podcast, or watch something inspirational. By now, you should be waking at 5 a.m. Refine your routine. Increase your exercise duration if you can build energy for the day. Spend 10 minutes visualizing your goals. See yourself succeeding, overcoming challenges, and making a difference. Begin each day by setting a clear, actionable goal. Write it down and commit to it. Evaluate your progress. Reflect on the changes you've experienced in your energy, focus, and mood. Tweak your routine to eliminate any remaining distractions. Commit to a long-term strategy. Consider maintaining your early wake-up habit permanently by integrating it with other growth activities like skill development and creative work. Document your journey. Write down the challenges, the victories, and even the setbacks. In a few years, you'll look back and see how these early mornings reshaped your life. Let me share a few stories of people who embraced the early morning routine and transformed their lives. Sarah's story. Sarah was a marketing executive who struggled with stress and burnout. After joining a local 5 a.m. club and committing to her morning routine, she discovered a newfound clarity and focus. Within 6 months, Not only did her performance at work improve dramatically, but she also found time to pursue her passion for painting, eventually launching her own art business. Mark's journey. Mark, a small business owner, was always working late into the night. He often woke up exhausted and overwhelmed. After trying a 30-day challenge to wake up at 5 a.m., Mark began to experience a shift. His productivity soared and he was able to identify new opportunities for his business. Today, he credits his success to the quiet hours of the morning that allowed him to strategize and innovate. The transformation of James. James, a college student, was notorious for his late nights and chaotic schedule. His grades and health suffered until he decided to change. By waking up early and using the quiet hours to study and exercise, he not only improved his academic performance, but also developed a disciplined routine that laid the foundation for his future success. These aren't fairy tales. These are real transformations made possible by one simple decision: to reclaim the morning. Waking up early does more than just give you extra time. It transforms your life in ways you might not even imagine. Improved mental clarity. When you rise early, your mind is at its freshest. You experience a clarity that helps you solve problems more creatively and effectively. Enhanced physical health. Early risers tend to have more consistent sleep patterns, better diets, and a regular exercise routine, all contributing to improved physical well-being. Greater emotional resilience. The discipline of a structured morning builds emotional strength. It teaches you to manage stress, stay focused, and bounce back from setbacks. More time for reflection. In the stillness of the morning, you can connect with your inner self. This reflection not only fosters creativity, but also helps align your daily actions with your long-term vision. Stronger relationships. It might sound counterintuitive, but when you start your day with purpose, you're more present and engaged with the people around you, strengthening both personal and professional relationships. The benefits are not instantaneous, but they accumulate over time, creating a ripple effect that touches every aspect of your life. There are many myths about waking up early that hold people back. Many believe that you're either born a morning person or not. But the truth is, most of us can train our bodies to wake up early. It's a habit, not a trait. If you adjust your schedule properly, you'll actually sleep better. A consistent wake-up time reinforces your body's natural rhythm, resulting in more restful sleep. Yes, it's quiet, but that's the beauty of it. The quiet allows you to focus, to think, to plan without the constant interruption of modern life. In reality, waking up early gives you extra time, so you can finish your work and still have time for friends, family, and hobbies. It's about balance, not sacrifice. By understanding and dispelling these myths, you open yourself up to the full potential of the early morning hours. When you commit to waking up at 5 a.m., you're not just changing your routine, you're changing your identity. You become someone who values time, who prioritizes growth, who doesn't settle for mediocrity. This transformation is profound. Over time, the habit becomes part of who you are. You start to think, act, and even dream differently. And with that, every part of your life begins to align with your highest aspirations. Imagine looking in the mirror and knowing that every day, you are one step closer to the person you've always wanted to be. That's the power of early rising. It transforms not only your day, but your very self. No journey is made alone. Surround yourself with people who share your vision. Join communities online or in person where the 5 a.m. lifestyle is celebrated. Share your progress, your setbacks, and your victories. Accountability and community support can be the catalyst that keeps you on track when motivation wanes. Think of it like this. When you're part of a group that values discipline and growth, you become that person by default. The energy of the community lifts you, challenges you, and inspires you to be your best self every single day now. I want you to make a choice. Today is not like any other day. It's an opportunity, a gift. You have a chance to redefine your life, to break free from the chains of mediocrity, and to step into a future filled with promise. Here's your call to action. Commit to the 30-day 5 a.m. challenge. For the next 30 days, wake up at 5 a.m. Embrace the transformation. Write down your goals, track your progress, and look back in a few weeks and see the difference in your life. This challenge is not just about waking up early. It's about proving to yourself that you have the power to change your destiny. It's about reclaiming your time, your focus, and your future. Imagine the life you want to live. Imagine the person you want to become. Picture it in vivid detail, every moment, every achievement, every breakthrough. That vision is your North Star. It's the reason you will push yourself to wake up early every day, even when it's hard. Your future is waiting. Every small step you take builds momentum. Every morning that you rise early is a declaration that you are in control. It's a commitment to excellence, to growth, to innovation. The road ahead may be challenging, but every challenge is an opportunity to prove to yourself that you are unstoppable. Believe in that vision. Chase it relentlessly. And let your mornings be the foundation upon which you build a life of extraordinary success. Reflections and final thoughts before I let you go. Take a moment to reflect on everything you've heard today. This is more than just a routine, it's a revolution. It's a fundamental shift in how you view your time, your energy, and your potential. Look back at your life. Ask yourself, when was the last time I truly took control of my day? When was the last time I did something that pushed me out of my comfort zone? Imagine if you could wake up every morning full of purpose and determination, ready to conquer the day. That reality is within your reach. It's waiting for you to grab it. So here's my final thought. The power to change your life is in your hands. It starts with a single decision: to believe, to act, and to rise above the ordinary. Your future is not predetermined. It is created by the choices you make today. Take that choice. Embrace the power of the early morning. Become the master of your time, the architect of your destiny. You now stand at the beginning of a journey that can redefine everything. Over the next 30 days, as you commit to waking up at 5 a.m., you will experience a transformation that goes far beyond a change in routine. You will become more focused, more creative, more resilient. You will tap into a well of potential that you never knew existed. This is your moment. This is your chance to rewrite your story. The future belongs to those who seize it, who challenge the norms, who dare to be different. So are you ready to unlock your true potential? Are you ready to join the ranks of those who have turned their mornings and their lives into a force for greatness? Now, go set your alarm. Embrace the challenge. And remember, every day is a new beginning. I'll see you at 5 a.m.